Job interviews can be stressful, but with preparation you can show up with confidence and give effective, convincing answers to questions. In this video we'll explore the 10 most common interview questions, what the employer really wants to know, how to structure and deliver strong answers. Number 1, tell me about yourself. What the employer is looking for. A professional summary that's clear, relevant and tailored to the role. They want to hear your career story, not your life story, and how it aligns with the position. They're looking for a clear, relevant summary of your career, confidence and professionalism, alignment with the role. How to answer. Use the past, present, future structure. For example, I started in customer service, which taught me a lot about communication. For the past 4 years, I've been working in operations, improving internal processes. Now I'm ready for a role where I can combine my people skills and problem-solving abilities. This opportunity fits that goal perfectly. 2. What are your strengths? What the employer is looking for. Self-awareness, confidence, and strengths that directly relate to the role. Bonus if you show results. They're looking for job-relevant strengths, evidence or examples of how those strengths delivered results, and self-awareness. How to answer. Choose just 2 to 3 strengths and short examples of results. For example, I'm very organised. I use tools like Asana to manage tasks and keep teams aligned. I'm also a calm communicator, which helps high-pressure situations, like managing last-minute client requests. 3. What's your greatest weakness? What the employer is looking for. Honesty, self-reflection and a willingness to improve. They don't want a perfect candidate, they want someone who learns and grows. They're looking for honesty and self-awareness, a minor manageable weakness, and a plan for improvement or growth. How to answer. Pick a minor but real weakness and show what you're doing about it. For example, I used to be uncomfortable speaking in large groups. To improve, I joined Toastmasters and now volunteer to present at team meetings. I'm still building confidence, but have made good progress. 4. Why do you want to work here? What the employer is looking for. Genuine interest. Have you researched the company? Do your values align? They want to see motivation, not just that you need a job. They're looking for genuine interest in the company, alignment with company values, goals or projects, evidence of research and preparation. How to answer. Mention 1 to 2 specific things about the company or role. For example, I admire your focus on sustainability and digital innovation. I also noticed your recent partnership with X that aligns with my passion for ethical business practices and my background in digital strategy. 5. Tell me about a challenge you faced and how you handled it. What the employer is looking for. Your approach to solving problems, resilience, communication, and what you learned. They're looking for problem-solving skills, resilience and initiative, the ability to reflect and learn. How to answer. Use the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result. For example, we had a supplier fail to deliver right before a product launch. I contacted backup vendors, renegotiated shipping, and worked late to repackage orders. The launch was delayed by only 1 day and we kept all major clients happy. 6. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What the employer is looking for. Ambition and commitment. They want to know you have goals, but those goals are realistic and ideally involve staying with them. They're looking for realistic career goals, a desire for growth, a potential long fit with the company. How to answer. Balance aspiration with loyalty. For example, I hope to be leading a small team and contributing to strategy. I'd like to grow within this company, expand my leadership skills, and help drive key projects forward. 7. Why should we hire you? What the employer is looking for. A clear, confident summary of what makes you the best fit. This is your chance to sell your top strengths. They're looking for a confident summary of your strengths, unique value you bring to the team, direct relevance to the role. How to answer. Pick 2 to 3 reasons and connect them to the role. For example, with my background in project coordination, strong attention to detail, and people-first approach, I can step in and deliver results quickly. I can also bring fresh ideas and a strong track record of improving workflows. 8. How do you handle pressure or tight deadlines? What the employer is looking for. Emotional regulation, planning and time management. Can you stay calm, prioritise and deliver when it counts? They're looking for calm under pressure, good time and task management, a proactive and professional approach. How to answer. Explain your approach and give a brief example. For example, I stay calm by breaking the task into steps, setting mini deadlines and communicating if anything shifts. Last quarter I helped turn around a project in 72 hours after a change request, and we still hit the final milestone. 9. What do you know about our company? What the employer is looking for. Evidence that you researched the company and didn't just show up. They want to see curiosity and effort. They're looking for evidence of research, interested in the company's mission or recent work, motivation beyond just wanting a job. How to answer. Share 2 to 3 facts or insights and relate them to why you applied. For example, I know you've grown from a local provider into a national brand in just 5 years. Your recent campaign on digital inclusion was also impressive. I'd love to contribute to work that has both innovation and impact. 10. Do you have any questions for us? What the employer is looking for. Engagement and preparation. Smart, specific questions that show you're interested and proactive. They're looking for curiosity and engagement, preparation and thoughtfulness, interest in team, culture, or future contribution. How to answer. Ask about the team, expectations, company direction, or culture. For example, what does success look like in this role after 6 months? What are the team's biggest challenges right now? How does this role contribute to the company's goals? Job interviews are more than just about answering questions. They're your chance to show how well you understand the role, how you think, and how you can contribute. With preparation and a clear structure, you can respond with confidence and leave a strong impression. Good luck.